Your boy's failing miserably at hitchhiking. Welcome back, people. I'm Zach and this is day 4 of Madeira. After a dramatic day yesterday, I spent my evening here, although we couldn't see this view because it was dark. But yeah, I spent it under the dense canopy just behind me over there on one of the permit campsites. The goal for today is simple. That mountain there, Pico de Jorge, is going to be climbed, as is the one over that mountain, Pico Grande. If the weather stays as fantastic as it is now, we're going to bivvy up there as well. So yeah, a long day ahead of us, long hike, but let's get it done. It's 10 AM, just started the hike. Lots of stairs to start with, which is fine. I'm feeling remarkably fit, despite the lack of calories. So yeah, I'm sure today will be fine. If it takes 6-7 hours, it kind of works out perfect. I'm in no rush. The less people about as evening closes in, the better. So these two mountains we're climbing today form part of the heart of Madeira, of the ancient volcanic systems that were here. Pico de Jorge sits at 1681 metres, so 1,681 metres, whilst Pico Grande sits at 1654, 1,654 metres. Yeah, it's a fair bit of elevation climbing, hiking. At the minute we're still mainly going up steps, which I'll be honest, I prefer just an inclined slope than steps, but hey ho. Yeah, so far it's exceeded my expectations already. I just wandered off the track a little bit. Look what I found. Someone had a fire up it. Imagine sitting there one evening as the sun's setting, clear skies, and you've got a fire. Goodness gracious, it's making me wish I bought firewood now. Honestly, that's crazy. So just having a quick breather, not 'cause I'm tired, but to let my back dry because it was dripping with sweat. My linen shirt was soaked. These views are unbelievable, and there's been quite a bit of cloud rolling through as I've been sat here, and then it clears again and it's amazing. So yeah, not bad. Back behind me, that's where we're heading now, and then that over in the distance is where we'll head tonight. Not bad that, eh? I saw a picture of this view a while back, and that's what made me want to actually come to Madeira in the first place, was this view right here. I've never had chafing so bad, but that view was well worth every painful second of this hike so far. So there's a huge contrast between this path and the paths we've been taking so far up to Pico do Jorge. And yeah, these ones are a lot more overgrown. I mean, this route is a bit more off the grid. Yeah, I mean, hopefully it's not fully overgrown. Hopefully we can fully complete it. But yeah, I'm looking a lot more overgrown at the minute. But that also does mean it's a lot quieter. I haven't seen anyone yet, and I've been on it for about half an hour. So that's the goal up there, in the mist. In the mist. So I'm still working my way along this path. It's quite, I have to take my time with it. It's quite slippy in places and very curvy. So what would be like a 2 or 3 kilometre route is probably going to be a lot longer. The weather's quickly changing, or rapidly changing, should I say. Pico Grande is now completely covered in dark black clouds, and whether that's clag and mist or whether it's rain, we'll find out at some point. Fingers crossed it clears. All the other mountains really in the area are clear, even the one I was just on, Pico de Jorge. Actually, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. It's covered in fog now too. But in the background behind me, Pico de Torres, that isn't covered in clag. So anyway, fingers crossed. There's an unbelievable amount of fallen trees in the path. I can only assume that's due to lightning. Another one there. The path we're walking on is getting increasingly wet. Vegetation's getting wet. So I can only assume that this big black cloud is rain. So I put my waterproofs on. Waterproofs on in anticipation. That does mean I am now roasting. Yeah, I really hope it fades. So I'm fairly certain we've made it to the final, I guess, scrambling section, which you can see behind me. Now, normally I'd film this kind of stuff, but these rocks are covered in moss and they are all wet. And you people, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not going up that, back down to get my tripod and then back up again. If I fall, it would have dire consequences. Clear skies at last, people. I don't really know where I'm going now, but I need to find my way up to the actual summit. That's just a false summit, the one we were climbing originally. But yeah, look at these views, man. Just like spectacular. That in there, in the distance, that's where that view is I was on about earlier, the one I really liked. So if we could overlook that tonight, I think we'll be on to a winner. That's my goal anyway. And yeah, these views are amazing. Although the route down is not going to be too fun. The route down is all the way down there in that town, so that'll be tricky. But yeah, fingers crossed it stays clear, at least on a couple of the sides. Whether that's north or south, I don't really care. It'd be nice to get a sunrise, sunset potentially. And also, I've forgotten. Oh, a cloud inversion. A cloud inversion would be so good. The section summit, people, is right behind us. We've got to scramble our way up onto that, which we shall do in a minute. I'm just taking a quick breather. That's the view. Stunning. Clouds are closing in really quickly though. Really quickly. Like in a matter of seconds, that's all going to be completely fogged over. So I'm going to make the most of these views. I mean, who knows? This might be my last view tonight or tomorrow morning. I might not get a sunrise or a sunset or a cloud inversion. I might just get clouds. So yeah, I'm just going to take it in, and yeah, we'll see you at the summit. Okay, that's really scary. Did you hear that thunder then? You're joking me. That's close as well. That's literally just over there. Oh, your boy might have to abort and just send it down the mountain. So this is the summit, just real quick. I thought I may as well make the effort to come up. And then I need to make a decision now. Everything's closed in all around me. I really want to risk it, but at the same time, I've got so much metal stuff on me. Camera, phone, tripod. Yeah, I'm like a sitting duck. Oh man, I really don't know what to do. Right, anyways, I best get off this high ground. So as stupid as this might seem, I haven't actually moved yet. I've been sat on my potential pitch spot, just looking at the clouds. I haven't heard any thunder since those 4 or 5 bangs earlier, which I caught 2 of on that video. I haven't heard anything since then. So I really don't know what to do. Don't know. So the decision has come, and I'm aborting. I'm gonna have to walk about 12 kilometers to get to the nearest town. But hope there's somewhere there to stay. I hope I can check in and all of that. It's getting late. It's 7 p.m. I spent about 40 minutes dithering at the top like an idiot. It's just horrible. It's a horrible feeling. I was so looking forward to bivvying up there, but I don't know. Something in me just tells me no. My instincts just say no. I mean, we heard thunder and lightning last night as well. I can't remember if I mentioned that in the video, but yeah, there was thunder and lightning last night. I could see the thunder and lightning last night as well, and yeah, it is what it is. I've changed my mind again. You probably all think I'm stupid or an idiot, but I don't know. Something inside of me is just telling me to stay. When I decided 10 minutes ago to go down, something was pulling me back, and I can't put my finger on what or how that feels, but yeah, I don't know. I thought I'll change my pitch so I'm a bit less. I mean, those are the highest bits up there. We're not too exposed here. So I say this and then a load of clag moves in again, but then it's blue skies behind me, which is that's actually where the front's coming in from. Coming in from the west. So yeah, this is it. If worse comes to worse, I know the way down is just follow that path all the way down. That's simple as that. That's the way. I know the way. I'll make sure I'm completely ready. I'll have all my waterproofs set out. And I'll be packed all the way virtually already, just to make sure if it does go wrong, I can just get off the mountain ASAP. I want to give it a go though. I think I do. as I say, that voice I heard calling me back, it was God. It was God. I mean, come on. That's the direction we've got coming towards us. That's easterly. That's westerly, sorry. The clouds, the big cumulonimbus clouds, I can never say them, have all dissipated. There's a few in the distance lurking, but I mean, it's just cleared up spectacularly. Cleared up everywhere. Everywhere. So I'm going to watch the sunset up here. I've climbed back up to the summit to watch sunset. Now we'll head back down. I haven't set the bivvy up, but we'll head back down to that spot, set the bivvy up, and that'll be our spot for tonight. Why I'm choosing that spot is it's far enough away from the highest point. It's down all the way down there, yeah, maybe actually it's maybe 50, 60, 70 meters elevation. It's hard to tell all the way up here. Down sort of off the main ridge line, and yeah, that's gonna be my spot for tonight anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here, watch the sunset. I've got some cold hot dogs and brine, which I need to eat and drink. I need to drink it because it's got salt in, and when you sweat you lose a load of your electrolytes, so that's gonna be disgusting, but your boy's gonna get through it. Oh come on, look at that, man, look at that. So people, I've set the bivvy up, and yeah, praying for a good night, praying for a clear night. Clear, because I can see the stars, but more importantly, clear because if it rains or there's thunder, then I'm going to be scared. I'll be honest, I'll be scared, and I don't really get scared. But 10 minutes ago, there was another couple bits of lightning in the distance. The lightning was east, and the front's moving in from the west, so obviously we're clear of that. But yeah, praying that nothing comes through in the night. Tomorrow, simply, I'm just going to head off the mountain, obviously, and I've got a hotel for the night. But anyways, let's see how the night goes, and we'll see you in the morning. Morning people, it's 6:30 AM. Slept okay. It's freezing cold. It's in the negatives, that's for sure. It's absolutely freezing. Didn't rain at all last night. No wind at all last night, which is amazing. Yeah, it's just very, very cold. Currently just watching the sunset. We're just heading down the mountain now. It's going to take a few hours. My calves are absolutely obliterated, which makes each step quite sore, especially downhill. That's the last thing you want. But we'll get there, down into that valley down there, Valley of the Nuns. So we don't seem to have much further to go. Just past 4 walkers in 2 different groups, and they all gave me puzzled looks like I'm some sort of gremlin, or they just think I'm amazing. I'm already descending at 9 o'clock in the morning, and they're barely a tenth of the way up. No, they're probably more than that actually. Or I'm just really sunburnt, and because the sun cream I put on my neck, I don't know if you can see it, runs off with the sweat. So my white linen shirt's more like a musty yellow colour now. I'm screwed for the coming days because I've only got 2 vests left to last me the remainder of this trip. Unless I can get this washed somewhere. But maybe I can do that at the hotel today, we'll see. So I just had a giant pastel de nata, a Fanta, a coffee, and some other little weird thing. I have no idea what it was, but I ordered it and it tasted good. So now I'm gonna try and make my way to the hotel, give myself 2 hours in case no one picks me up. Obviously your boy's gonna try and hitchhike again. There's no taxis in the area and no buses for at least another hour, so yeah, fingers crossed we can get through 15 kilometres fairly quickly. So that's where we spent last night, up there in the distance. What a beautiful place. No luck so far, so now I've got to walk 2.5 kilometres through a tunnel. Halfway through the tunnel now, still no one. Plenty of cars have come past, but I don't know, I just saw this little cavey bit. I don't know, it just looks cool. Just they mined away all of this volcanic rock to form the only way into Valley of the Nuns. So it's pretty cool if you ask me. So that's crazy. That tunnel is like a gateway into the mountains of Madeira, because I've come out the side of it and there's nothing. I mean, I'd say it's more hills. It doesn't seem as mountainous or as volcanic. I've got the sea just in front of me. I'd love to get my camera out, get a few shots, but all my batteries are dead for that, so that's not great. But I'll show you here. Yeah, loads of lizards on the island. I've just seen a few more. I love lizards. I don't know why, they're just so cool. Just short little gecko-y things, like from that side of my face to maybe there. Yeah, they're just cool, aren't they? I want to try and catch one, but they're absolutely rapid. So yeah. So people, we've made it to the hotel. I ran out of memory on my phone, so I've had to clear some stuff off it in order to keep you updated on the journey. So I hitchhiked with a bus driver. I didn't have enough money, I didn't have enough change to get on, but he just said come sit. So that's exactly what I did. I felt so bad for the guy next to me, but that's life. And then I just bought a taxi because I just wanted to get here, I'll be honest. We've got a nice room, decent view of the mountains, so you know, maybe a sunrise tomorrow. I might go outside by the pool for sunset tonight, but we've made it to the hotel. I'm gonna have a nice chilled one today. To be fair, I don't have a clue what I'm doing for the rest of this trip now. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this one. Please excuse the funny looking tan lines, and we'll see you in the next one.